I want to add, if you guys didn't know, Diana Rigg, who is the Bond girl in this film, that is the Queen of
Wasn't
Thorns
she also
in Game
on
of
the
Thrones.
Avengers? I think
She's
I read that.
Yes, and that was the other
Holy
thing.
She's
in Game of Thrones.
Queen of Queen of Thorns.
She's the one who says,
Whoa,
"I want you to know. I
God.
want you to tell Cersei it was me."
Wow.
That's who
so
that is.
fucking awesome.
That's cool.
She's that fucking cool. And yeah, Patterson, like you said, this is the second time in the Bond franchise where they pulled from the Avengers, because Honor Blackman, Pussy Galore was from the Avengers. She was another similar character on that show. And they obviously were like, oh yeah, this girl's badass. We've done this before. Let's pull her and put her in this Bond movie. And again, I think she's one of the best Bond girls. If I had to rank Bond girls, she's one of the better Bond girls.
She's literally the first Bond girl to...
She has a character.
To have a knockdown, drag-out fight. And I think that's disrespectful towards her character. The Queen of Thorns never fought the mountain and won. The Queen of Thorns was a fucking genius.
Regardless of your point about the
fight, in the realm of the psychological.
Regardless of the point of your fight, I think comparing her as a character, a fully fleshed out character, she's not just somebody whose Bond just happens upon or is on a mission with.
No, but he did. He just happened upon her.
He happens upon her and then just leaves, but we actually
spend
a lot more time with her, is what I'm trying to get at. We spend time with her, and it's not just in the context of
and we get to know her pretty well. We do.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting at, is she is a character versus many of these other Bond girls that are very two-dimensional.
Yeah,
She
I still disagree about the relationship, but I'll acknowledge we get to know her pretty well.
Okay, real quick, though, what we haven't talked about, though, is her father, Mr. Draco. Draco is our tiger, our Karen Bay of this episode. I really like the guy.
He's my favorite character in this film.
If you guys are a fan of Batman, again, we've mentioned Batman earlier before, but the character of Ra's al Ghul and Talia al Ghul is inspired by this film with those two characters, where he's essentially a head of a crime syndicate.
Well, and he looks like Draco.
Yeah,
Ra's al Ghul looks like Draco.
That idea came from Draco and Tracy. That's where they got Ra's al Ghul and
that's
Teresa.
like,
so Chris Nolan was really all over this movie.
He likes
totally. That's actually kind of cool. Now that you mention it, that is cool.
I love the idea that he's like the good Spectre. Like, yeah, he's a bad guy. And I actually looked up the organization. Apparently, that may be real. It's from Croatia, so I don't know if it's real or not.
That's
but,
so cool, though.
I also just want to point out that maybe he was a bad father at first, but then I don't know. He had like a second coming as a good father, and then his pitch to Bond is like, my daughter went to school and became a feminist, and I need you to the feminism out of her. I need you to dominate the shit out of her until she comes around and quits being a.
And it's funny because like what Bond tells him is just like, she needs like mental help, dude. Like she needs
yeah.
Like, she needs a psychiatrist. She needs like doctor help, and he's like,
but the moment Bond bangs her, like immediately she goes from like a suicidal maniac to, I'm gonna have your babies.
3 girls, 3 boys.
Immediately
which again,
comes
I still
around.
say makes a weird relationship.
I liked how this isn't talking about Draco, but I liked how she's like, well, you bought me, so this is your night with me, and he's like,
he's like, my daughter is a feminist and a hooker.
Think about me as the woman you've just bought.
He's like,
and like she showed that she's a fucking hooker.
What she needs is a man to dominate her. To make love to her enough to make her love him.
But he's like, no, I don't want to bang you because I bought you off. Like, I was trying to be nice.
Madame, I've forgotten we agreed to be partners this evening. Please continue. Who needs to buy? Look, you don't owe me a thing.
But then she leaves him the money in the morning. So did she fall in love with him because he f***ed her so good? Just like Draco said, I need you to f*** my daughter until she loves you, and that's why she paid up?
I don't think that's the... If I was going, like you had said in From Russia with Love, like when's the moment where, what's her name, falls in love with Bond?
On the train.
That to me
Romanova.
is not that moment. I think she falls in love with him, I think, when she comes to his father's birthday, this dude she just fucking bangs there. She's like, something's up. Oh, wait, this guy only wants information to, he like, I'm getting... I'm part of this scheme. This is fucking bullshit. I can't believe this. And then she goes off in tears. And I think she falls in love with him when she realizes that Bond actually cares about her. And isn't.
But why does he care about her? That's the big question. Why does he care about her? I think he just
sees some, again, like with a lot of these women, he sees something interesting in them. And then obviously he doesn't fall in love with her then. But I think she falls in love with him.
I will not go without.
You'll have to.
I just want to say that the best father in the world also, at the drop of a hat, punches his daughter in the face in order to save her life. Which apparently Gunther didn't think to do. pretty easy to knock her the f*** out.